This video we're talking all about angle of elevation, and typically when we talk about angle of elevation, it comes with story problems. So we're going to give you some quick examples of some story problems to show you how to easily do that, kind of the fastest way possible. But the first thing is we need to decide what is an angle of elevation. And usually this comes from some sort of vantage point where the person in question, or in the word problem, is at some sort of horizontal line. So usually if I take my two hands like this and I either go up for angle of elevation or down for angle of depression, which will be our next video. Angle of elevation is going to be the angle that comes along like this arm, you might say, and if I go up, it's going to be the one that makes the angle of my two arms. Whereas depression, from the same vantage point, if I'm looking straight this way, it'd be going down. So it'd be the angle between my two arms at a vantage point where I'm looking at something down below, or some sort of story problem where the angle is down. Today, though, it's all about angle of elevation, which is going up. All right, that said, we have kind of three examples here. And also, you might want to have a calculator handy, as we're going to need some sine, cosine, and tangent. All right, that said, this one says, how deep is this pool? Now, we're given a few things. We have a guy swimming on the bottom. Feel free to make fun of my drawings in the comments. But this guy swimming at the bottom has an angle of elevation compared to his vantage point. If you think he is looking straight or horizontally this way, and the angle of elevation is up like that, this angle of elevation of 32 degrees is going to be important. And from him to the side of the pool, so it's 28 feet. And so if we want to know how deep this thing is, well, I just made a right triangle if I connect kind of those 3 points in question. All right, so that said, what do we have here? Compared to this angle, I want to know how deep it is, so I'm going to call it x. That's the opposite side. I also have the adjacent side. So opposite and adjacent, if you remember our word SOHCAHTOA, which one uses opposite and adjacent? TOA, or tangent. It's a T for tangent there. So I'm going to set up an equation with tangent and say tangent of the angle that I'm working with, 32, is equal to the opposite O over the adjacent A. So the opposite x over the adjacent 28. And if I solve for x here, x is in top being divided by 28. To undo that, I need to multiply by 28 on both sides. And so what is now 28 times tangent of 32? Well, that's going to equal x. If I type that into my calculator, 28 tangent of 32 is 17.49. Let's call that 17.5. And this was in feet. All these today are in feet. So 17.5 feet. That's a pretty deep pool, okay? Anyway, let's try the next one. This one is the Washington Monument. True story. It is 555 feet tall. You can look that up. What's the angle of elevation, though? This one's tricky because here my vantage point actually is the elevation of my eyes. So from my eyes, if I connect this triangle like this, and then it's going to go straight down the middle because the top of this obelisk is the point, the tip top, so you got to go to the middle of it. That's going to be my right angle. And that said, we're going to know this angle right here, all right? But instead of 555, I am 6 foot tall, or my eye is, I'm 6'2". But anyway, I have to take off 6 feet. And so what is 555 minus 6? 549. So I'm going to cross that out and say 549 is going to actually be the height of where my eyes would hit on that monument. Okay, we're looking for the angle. It's still going to be 700 feet from where I am to the middle of that obelisk. So I can move that 700 up here. And again, most of these will use tangent because compared to that angle, I have the opposite and the adjacent. So again, I'm going to set up my tangent function and say tangent of my angle. I don't know, call it theta, just a Greek letter, or you could say x if you don't like that. And again, we want O and A, the opposite, 549, over the adjacent 700. Okay, and remember to solve for theta here, we need to take the inverse tangent. All right, and theta will equal the inverse tangent of 549 over 700. Make sure you put in your parentheses there. Let's see here, inverse tangent of 549 divided by 700. And that is 38.10. So I'm going to say this is that theta equals 38, and we can round to the nearest whole degree, right? That's what we're looking for, is the angle. So it's a 38 degree angle from where my eyes are to the top of that monument. All right, last question here has a building, and I didn't give a question, but we're trying to figure out probably how tall is this building. I'll call it X. I am 250 feet away from it. Now this one, if you think 250 feet away, does it matter where my eye level is on this one? No, it's just gonna be from my feet to the bottom of the building, right? This is my right angle right there. And because of that, again, I have the opposite and the adjacent. So I'm gonna say this is tangent of my angle, 67 degrees. Don't even in the comments, equals the opposite X over the adjacent 250. If you're watching this a few years from now, you're gonna wonder what that joke is about. All right, and to undo the 250 on this one, I need to multiply both sides by 250 times 250. That cancels. I'm gonna take 250 times tangent of 67, 250 times tangent of 67, and that gives me 588.96. I think that would be safe to say 589. And again, this is in feet. So 589 feet tall is how tall that building is. So angle of elevation, again, if you're looking straight ahead, it's the angle that you make from horizontal to up. That angle like that. It can be a little bit tricky. If you want more about angle of depression, you can check out this video